You might be surprised that a simple glass of what looks like ordinary water could awaken the body, dissolve years of accumulated pain, and open a doorway to healing that modern medicine often overlooks. I am Ethan Marshall, a 60-year-old physician living in the United States, with more than 3 decades studying metabolic disorders and the silent imbalances that undermine human health. And I want to begin with a truth that has left many of my patients stunned. Those sharp, stabbing pains, so intense that even the touch of a blanket makes you gasp, are often not caused by aging, but by tiny, glass-like uric acid crystals embedding themselves into your joints every day. If you care about your health and want to proactively protect yourself from these silent conditions, please subscribe, like, and share this video so I can continue bringing you accurate, valuable, and easy-to-understand content. As people enter middle age, many begin to notice that their bodies no longer operate as smoothly as before. Waking up in the morning, joints that once felt familiar suddenly become stiff, heavy, and so sore that taking the first step makes the entire body freeze. In my clinic, countless patients describe the pain in their big toe as if someone were driving a needle into it. What is striking is that these symptoms don't appear suddenly. They build up quietly over the years as uric acid levels slowly rise and crystallize in small joints. Among people aged 55 and above, roughly 1 in 5 shows signs of uric acid metabolism issues without realizing it. But what concerns me more than the statistic is the underlying cause. The body has become overly acidic, and its detoxification systems have weakened over time. When I read the works of Uric, Walker, and Jensen, I realized they were all pointing to the same root issue. A sick body is a congested body. Mucus, toxins, and waste buildup in the colon and connective tissues resemble silt accumulating at the bottom of a river. When you're young, the current is strong enough to carry it away. But as metabolism slows with age, that silt thickens, and uric acid is no longer fully expelled. This explains why many people develop gout or chronic joint pain even without excessive dietary triggers. It's not simply that they ate the wrong foods, but that their bodies had already been burdened for too long. What strikes me most is the emotional experience patients describe, the feeling of losing control, of being betrayed by their own bodies. But in truth, the body is not betraying them, it is calling for help. Pain, swelling, and heat are warning signals that the detoxification system is overloaded and the acidic environment has surpassed safe levels. When we understand this, we no longer see pain as an enemy, but as a reminder that it's time to help the body restore its natural balance. Before we continue, let me ask you a question. What do you think is the main reason uric acid builds up in the body? A. Poor eating habits. B. The body has become congested and weakened over time. Choose A or B and leave your answer below. When discussing the lemon and honey formula, the significance lies not only in the simplicity of its ingredients, but also in the refined mechanism that nature has built into them. When prepared from the juice and pulp of 4 lemons, a portion of finely cut peel, adequate water, and a bit of honey. This mixture forms a solution capable of supporting the body across multiple physiological layers. Citric acid in lemon, despite its tart taste, functions as a regulator of the internal environment, helping the body shift from an acidic state to a more alkaline one once metabolized. This subtle yet meaningful shift helps prevent uric acid crystallization within joint fluid and encourages dissolution of crystals already formed. The mechanism is simple. When the internal environment becomes less acidic, the likelihood of uric acid precipitating decreases significantly, allowing the joints to regain mobility and reduce irritation. Beyond its chemical effects, the formula carries deeper biological significance. Lemons, with their abundant enzymes and natural fiber structure, help loosen waste adhered to the digestive tract, enabling the body to process and eliminate it more efficiently. The peel, rich in essential oils and plant compounds, supports the liver's bile secretion, improving fat digestion and promoting digestive fluid circulation. When these organs operate harmoniously, the movement of toxins through the body becomes smoother, reducing strain on the natural detoxification systems, especially the liver and kidneys. Honey, with its soothing properties and gentle energy, softens the acidity of lemon and creates a more stable environment for the stomach. When combined in the correct ratio, this mixture avoids excessive stimulation and instead guides the body toward harmony and natural balance. The essence of the lemon-honey formula lies in its ability to rekindle the body's innate rhythm of cleansing. For those carrying long-term toxic buildup, consuming highly processed foods, or experiencing digestive stagnation, this formula may bring a noticeable lightness by stimulating internal exchange processes. As lemons fall into the category of non-mucus-forming foods, they help thin the layers of accumulated debris, preventing waste from fermenting or becoming harmful. With consistent use, the mixture becomes a supportive tool in maintaining internal cleanliness, improving blood flow to joints and connective tissues. In doing so, the body not only reduces the burden of uric acid, but also strengthens its natural ability to maintain balance, a foundation of long-term health. In the pursuit of natural methods that support the body's self-healing ability, comparing the lemon-honey formula with long-standing knowledge systems reveals a remarkable consistency in healing principles. In Uric's philosophy, lemon is placed within the category of non-mucus foods, making it a potent catalyst for tissue cleansing and restoring internal circulation. Under this perspective, reactions that arise when consuming lemon are not negative signs, but rather the result of long-accumulated waste breaking down and moving out of the tissues. This clarifies why detoxification effects extend beyond the joints or digestive tract to the entire system as the body functions as an interconnected whole. Jensen's research into the colon and connective tissues clearly describes the mechanism of autointoxication, where waste that remains too long generates toxins through fermentation and decay. The colon, instead of eliminating waste, becomes a source of circulating toxins that infiltrate the bloodstream and affect distant organs. Through this lens, the lemon-honey mixture plays a significant role. It helps liquefy and soften hardened waste, creating favorable conditions for the body's cleansing processes to restart. This reduces strain on the liver and kidneys, the primary organs maintaining internal balance. Improved digestive and eliminative function forms the groundwork for reducing chronic acidity and inflammation. Within the framework of rational fasting, lemon acts as a supportive agent due to its ability to break down adhesive waste in tissues and mobilize toxins through the lymphatic system. Fasting is more than giving the body rest. It awakens deep regenerative processes. When combined with the lemon-honey formula, these processes unfold more efficiently, as the digestive tract, liver, kidneys, and connective tissues all receive coordinated stimulation. Thus, lemon is not merely an additional beverage, but a comprehensive aid to the body's self-regulating ability. The Essene Gospel offers a complementary yet harmonious perspective. Inner purification reflects not only physical well-being, but the restoration of a natural order inherent within each person. As blood and tissues are cleansed, the body aligns more coherently, the mind becomes clearer, and vitality returns naturally. This viewpoint reinforces the idea that healing arises not only from chemistry, but from reactivating ancient, intrinsic biological mechanisms. Thus, the lemon-honey formula stands not only on traditional experience, but aligns with multiple knowledge systems preserved through time. Applying the lemon-honey formula in daily practice requires thoughtful care, because its effectiveness depends not just on the ingredients, but on the body's readiness. Differences in health status, toxin accumulation, and digestive condition mean that usage and dosage must be adapted accordingly. Used on an empty stomach, the formula's absorption is optimized, allowing its biological effects to be delivered efficiently. However, not all bodies respond positively. Individuals with sensitive stomachs or conditions like ulcers or severe reflux may experience discomfort when natural lemon acidity contacts vulnerable mucosa. In such cases, further dilution, reduced frequency, or lowered lemon quantity may be needed to avoid undue strain on digestion. Jensen's findings introduce another challenge. The buildup of mucus and plaque in the colon may cause strong reactions when cleansing agents are first introduced. Some people may experience temporary bloating, mild discomfort, or increased bowel movements as compacted waste begins to move. These effects are not physiological errors, but signs of a previously overloaded system being prompted into action. Yet, if such reactions persist or intensify, adjusting usage or pausing the protocol becomes essential. All effective cleansing practices rest on gradual progression, close observation, and allowing the body to adapt before increasing intensity. Equally important is avoiding overuse. Because the ingredients are simple, some may mistakenly assume that more is better, when in truth, the body can only process a limited amount of change at one time. Excessive use or continuous high dosing not only diminishes effectiveness, but can disrupt internal balance. The body needs cycles of activity and rest to rebuild stability between periods of cleansing. A sensible approach honors both physiological mechanisms and the body's subtle signals. Used thoughtfully, the formula becomes a powerful ally. Used carelessly, it risks becoming a source of unnecessary irritation. The guiding principle is balance, respecting both the formula's potency and the body's capacity to respond. Reflecting on the body's intricate physiology and the ways natural methods can support regeneration reveals that the true value of the lemon honey formula lies far beyond the direct chemical actions of its ingredients. Its simplicity conveys an important reminder. Sustainable solutions often come from familiar, accessible elements, yet only yield results when we understand their nature and harmonize with the body's rhythms. When the internal system is cleansed and relieved of excess waste, maintaining a stable alkaline environment becomes easier, and the factors encouraging uric acid buildup weaken. The ease in joint movement, the sense of fluidity in the body, and the return of natural vitality all mirror this restoration. Such improvement unfolds gradually through progressive restructuring of the body's inner order. As circulation improves and connective tissues are no longer compressed by toxins, the body gains the conditions it needs to self-balance and maintain function with greater stability. This marks the foundation of long-term health, not dependent on forceful interventions, but on the harmonious cooperation of natural biological processes. The lemon honey formula is not a miracle cure, but a catalyst that reconnects disrupted cycles, creating space for the body to resume what it was designed to do. From this holistic perspective, returning to nature's principles becomes a sustainable path. Rather than imposing excessive force, individuals are encouraged to observe, listen, and adjust according to their understanding of how their organs and systems interrelate. Improvements in joint comfort, reductions in uric acid burden, and a renewed sense of lightness do not stem from a single act, but from restored internal harmony. Long-lasting health arises not from quick fixes, but from a mindset rooted in patience, bodily respect, and the willingness to preserve what nature provides. In this sense, the lemon-honey mixture symbolizes a timeless principle. Profound changes often begin with very small steps. A simple morning drink may initiate an entire process of deep restructuring. When supported properly and consistently, the body demonstrates a far greater capacity for recovery than most people realize. Health is not merely the outcome of a method. It represents a choice to live in alignment with nature, to care for the body with understanding, and to trust in its innate ability to heal. The lemon-honey mixture, when placed within the full context of the body's functioning, is far more than a simple beverage. It symbolizes the body's natural capacity to restore itself. Analysis of its alkalizing effects, detox support, and circulation-enhancing potential shows that the body can regain balance when given proper conditions. The integration of physiological, nutritional, and cleansing philosophies highlights that the most sustainable solutions begin with small, steady steps aligned with the body's natural rhythms. As toxins lessen, joints ease, circulation improves, and the body gradually rediscovers the equilibrium it was designed to maintain. One clear insight is that the body possesses an extraordinary ability to recover when we create supportive conditions. Applying gentle cleansing principles, observing personal reactions, and maintaining natural supportive habits such as properly using lemon and honey can become a practical part of daily life. This is not merely a method to support joints or reduce uric acid. It is a way to cultivate long-term balance. What do you believe matters more when using a natural method for health? Consistency or understanding the mechanism? Share your choice and perspective below. If you would like to receive a specialized ebook on natural healing, please fill out the form in the description. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so we can continue creating valuable content.